What's up, everybody? It's Blower Productions here, and today we are at Phoenix Raceway to kick off the Netflix Lower Series Championship in Season 2. So with that out of the way, let's talk about our lineup for today. On the point is going to be the number 90 of Max Stenson for World Rider Racing Team, sponsored by Xbox. He is our last season championship champion, so can he go for 2 championships in a row? He's got 12 wins in the lower series, so let's see how he does. Nick DiCaprio in the 27 for Game Motorsports, driving his Okahili scheme. He has 4 wins in the lower series at the moment this season, I think. Eva McAllister in the 16 hasn't won all season, somehow made it to the championship 4. So let's see how she does. And then we've got Brandon Mazepin in the 43 for Los Hermanos. He's got, I think, maybe 3 wins this season in the lower series, if I'm not mistaken. So 3 or 2. So with that being said, folks, let's see how it goes here at Phoenix as the green flag flies in the air and the championship is underway. And green flag out in the air here at the Netflix Lower Series Championship at Phoenix. Green flag, like I said, green flag out in the air, and Max Stenson is in the lead right now, already looking. Whoa, everybody's in the wall. What the freak? Oh, even McAllister getting on the corner and almost turns Max Stenson into the pit wall, and they're wrecking big time. Nick DiCaprio hits him as well. The caution comes out on lap 1. How do we do this with just 4 cars in the race? But speaking of which, we don't need a replay, and we don't do replays here in the championship because it's only 4 cars, so we'll just see you on the restart, folks. Welcome back to Phoenix, everybody. Big wreck set us under caution early here, but green flags back out in the air here at Phoenix. Stage 1 ends on lap 16 or 14, sorry. Max Stenson's in the wall again. Even McAllister and Brandon Mazepin fighting for the championship lead right now here at Phoenix. Nick DiCaprio's falling back. Number 90 car had a big wreck there. He's trying to go for 2 championships in a row. Whoa! Even McAllister in the wall, big time. Brandon Mazepin takes to the lead. He gets in the wall a little bit. I think there's something in that corner that's making everybody slide up the track. Even McAllister going for the pass. Dive bombing him coming into the next corner. Side by side to the line now. Even McAllister still taking the lead. We're about halfway through the stage. Remember, I was like, whoa, they're in the wall again. And Brandon Mazepin goes to the bottom to get out the way. Even McAllister still side by side with him. As I was about to say, I explained in the Hulu Truck Series race that stage points aren't awarded in the championship race. So these stage breaks are specifically just pretty much competition cautions to make sure we can regroup everybody. And it looks like we're going to be needing to do that a lot here as they go on the wall again, because these guys are having huge slippage issues right now. Goodness gracious. Brandon Mazepin with a huge lead right now. He actually made it to the Final 4 last season, and is the only other driver besides Max Stenson in the Final 4 currently to do so. Nick DiCaprio actually didn't even make playoffs last season, and now here he is fighting for the championship in Season 2. Unfortunately, that pretty much got ruined from early on in that race with that wreck there with Max Stenson. So hopefully they can catch back up and make things competitive for themselves again. And Brandon Mazepin right now is doing a really great job leading these laps. We've got just 5 to go on the stage. 4 to go on the stage. Los Hermanos leading the championship fight right now. Even McAllister and Max Stenson still close behind. Brandon's going to come up, go almost in the wall. But I think everybody's been taking these other corners really nicely. But it's turn 2 right here that just messes everybody up. Watch this. Oh my gosh. You see how hard they're just impacting that wall. I'm not sure why they're just slowing down. And even McAllister and Max Stenson make contact. Luckily they save it. Max is not playing easy with the girl here. Playing rough. with Eva McAllister showing her who's boss. Hopefully that's just all love from Max, not actually being a sexist, but I doubt it. So there he goes on the wall again. I don't think that shove to Eva was purposeful, so hopefully it wasn't. 1 lap to go on the stage. And it looks like it's going to be Random Mazepan here as he comes back into turns 1 and 2. Sliding in the wall once again. You know, I wonder if someone's race is going to be ruined because their engines are going to explode from all this contact with the wall. We'll find that out later, but for right now, Random Mazepan is going to take the win here in Stage 1 in the Netflix Lower Series Championship. Los Hermanos gets it. Los Hermanos. I think that's how I'm supposed to. Have I been saying Los Hermanos wrong this entire time? I feel like it's Los Hermanos. No, that doesn't sound right. It's got to be Los Hermanos. Whatever. Maybe Random will tell me how to say it properly. But anyways, with that being said, we will see you guys on the restart for Stage 2. Welcome back to Phoenix, everybody. We got the group lined back up here, the top 4. Random Mazepan and Max Stenson leading us back to the green flag. We're once again racing here at Phoenix. Stage 2 ends on lap 32. Random Mazepan to the lead. Everybody's going to make contact with the wall, and Max Stenson goes up there in it. And whoa, Nick DiCaprio almost takes him out. Not surprising. Eva McAllister trying to get the championship here. Trying to be the first female in Yackers to do so. And if not, she'll have to wait till next season or wait till one of her teammates gets in the Final Four. And I really don't think that's going to happen. Though, there's Jonas and Zakir. Zakir's pretty good. He made it in the playoffs really. He got eliminated really late in the playoffs last season, so he did pretty good. This season wasn't as spectacular, but he still did a pretty okay job. But Zakir and Jonas aren't boys, so if they win the championship, then that still wouldn't count for them getting the first female. Obviously, they're not the only females that have that are on a team here in Yackers and the lower series, definitely, but in all 3 series too. But you know, the other girls aren't as good. Nurnamam, all the Team Preppy's team members actually made it in the championship playoffs this year, though, so I'll say that. Gia, Eva, right here battling in the Final Four, which is the most surprising part. Eva, Gia, and Nurnamam all made it to the playoffs. Then you had Jonas and Zakir somehow made it, but Jonas and Nurnamam both got eliminated in the round of 16, so they didn't stay too long. But anyways, with that being said, we're turning our attention back to the racing action. It's lap 24 of 32 right now, so that means we got 9 laps to go, and Random Mazepan is still leading. You see the gaps everybody has. Everybody's going to have issues here quite clearly because nobody is able to keep it off the wall, and since literally everybody is hitting the wall, nobody can use someone else crashing to their advantage because they're probably going to be too busy crashing themselves. So it's going to make this really interesting to see how the drivers take this course. Also, we're about halfway done with the race. Voice messed up there. Halfway done with the race there. Here. Max Stenson trying to go up on the outside of Eva McAllister. She's not giving him an inch. And Random Mazepan is still just running away with the lead. The gap is actually crazy right now. 1 whole second ahead of second place. You never see it in like a regular race. But this is why we have the championship 4 like this. Almost a 2-second lead on the competitive cars now. Max Stenson just barely hanging in that 1 second gap, but he's pretty much at 2 with that 1.99. Even McAllister is getting close there too. Let's see how long it is this time to catch up to Random Mazepan. Oh, wait, that's a 5, not a 9. So Max Stenson isn't at 2 yet. And they probably was at 2 because their times actually decreased. It's at 1:41 now for Eva instead of 1:76. And speaking of which, Max Stenson just pulled the pass on the 16. And now he's going to hawk down Random Mazepin to take this win. Stage win, not championship. Maybe it'll be I don't freaking know. You guys know what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I can't talk. Random Mazepin still trying to hold the lead, but Max Sensen has gotten around the slower 16, and he is in the wall, but so is everybody else. And Max's time dropped an entire second from that last lap that we saw when he was at 1:59. Now he's at 0:59, and Eva's at 1:04. Nick DiCaprio is still falling back horribly at 3:93 right now. His time might actually increase. Nope, it's actually decreasing too. What Nick DiCaprio needs right now is for all these guys to reckon. It looks like he might just get that as Max Sensen pummels himself into the wall, and Eva McAllister follows suit. Max somehow manages to stay in front of the 16 though, despite the loss of momentum. This time by, it'll be 3 laps to go. A lot of damage on these cars because everybody's having trouble with the wall here. Even McAllister actually got slowed down in the corner there, luckily for her. Probably trying to play things a little smarter here, because if she realized it, you see how big of a run she has now, because Max hit the wall throughout that entire corner, but since Eva stayed off of it, she got a better run. 2 laps to go. If these guys start being smart here, we could see a good battle. Random Mazepin in the wall, Max Sensen in the wall again. Now Eva's going to try to go around the outside. Does she make it? No, she gets in the wall again. 2 Fords and 2 Chevys battling for the championship here in the lower series. Random Mazepin is going to take the flag here for 1 to go in the stage. Well, there's no flag for that, but you know what I'm trying to say. Once again, Random Mazepin comes through turns 1 and 2. He goes on the wall, and he is going to come down the front stretch here into 3 and 4. Random Mazepin wins stage 1, and now he's going to come across the line. Random Mazepin wins stage 2. Caution is out for the stage. It makes me really curious to see who's going to win the championship now, because Random's been racing good all day, but if Eva and Max can keep it together, they could force him out the way and win. Imagine any 3 of these guys winning. Random Mazepin's been trying hard to... you know what? We'll just see you on the restart. I'll explain it in the next stage. Welcome back to Phoenix International Speedway, folks. Or actually ISM. Anyways, as I was explaining before the restart, green flag's back out in the air. Who's going to win the championship in the Netflix Lower Series? 10 laps to go. They're going to go 3 wide coming into turn 1. Is that going to work? They're both in the wall. Eva stays on bottom. Eva goes around the bottom. She's clear. This is what Random Mazepin has been doing the last 2 stages. She just pulled off his move. And if she can stay up there, she will win the championship most likely, because they can't seem to get off the wall. But like I was saying, any of these guys to win this championship right now would be crazy. Eva being the first female in Yakkers to do it. Random Mazepin, his 2nd year running in the Final Four, he could do it. Max Sensen getting the championship, getting 2 years in a row in the lower series, and then Nick DiCaprio, who didn't even make it into playoffs last season and is now fighting for the championship. And if he does get it, that would make it even crazier. But we'll find out real soon here, folks, because it's lap 40 and we got 8 to go. And they're in the wall again. Random Mazepin trying to catch Eva McAllister, but he loses a lot of speed there in turn 2. He was right on her tail there. I told y'all, Eva has to stay in front because she's not as good as these other guys. Not to say that, like, you know what I'm trying to say, not to be that type of guy, but she isn't exactly as good as the other 3 in the field right now as far as her racing skills. So if she wants to win this championship, she's gonna have to lock in. And lock in she's doing, because Max Sensen and Random Mazepin both fighting for 2nd can't keep it off the wall still. This could be Eva McAllister's moment to shine. Does she get it done? 6 laps to go, folks. How do you guys even wreck it? There's 4. Wait, Nick's a lap down. What? How are you guys going a lap down and there's literally 4 cars in the field? You can't be serious. 4 cars in the field and you're one of 3 other cars and you somehow win a lap down. This ain't real. Random Mazepin and Max Sensen trading positions for 2nd and 3rd. Eva McAllister still leading with 5 laps to go. This battle is going to be a close one. I mean, I don't even know if it's going to be a battle, guys. Eva McAllister could go for the championship here at Phoenix. 4 laps to go. The number of laps is just ticking down and down and down for Eva. And if she keeps up this momentum, she is going to win. She has been doing great so far this stage. The last 2 stages, not so much. You know what? The entire season, not so much. But here she is, about to probably get one of the most controversial Knackers wins or victories in the entire series. 3 laps to go. It's all going to come down to this. Eva McAllister in the number 16 for Team Preppy, sponsored by Starbucks. Coming around. In contact! Max Stenton and Random Mazepin go around, coming off 2. That is going to put the race under caution, and we are going to have to go to overtime. Eva's chances of getting the championship might be over. See you on the restart, folks. Alright, everybody. We are restarting on lap number 50 of 51. Eva McAllister has to hold off Max Sensen and Random Mazepin if she wants to win. 2 laps to go. Who's going to get the win? Coming into turn 2, Eva McAllister holding Random Mazepin off behind her. But she's going to slide up the track with Max Sensen. They go on the wall. Eva McAllister goes around. Max Sensen with her. She's turned around. Eva McAllister. Does that bring the caution out? The caution is not out. The white flag is waving for Random Mazepin. Nick DiCaprio is behind him, but he's a lap down. The number 43, Random Mazepin, has been trying so hard since season 1, winning race after race after race to get the championship, and his dreams are finally going to come true here at Phoenix. Random Mazepin is your season 2 Netflix Lower Series champion. Heck yeah!
I did it! I actually cannot believe that I did it, guys. I did it!
Random Mazepin, the major man from Mexico, finally gets a Netflix Lower Series championship here at Phoenix Raceway. Can you believe it? Our first foreign driver to win a championship. And I'm not going to lie, that's not saying a lot because this is only the 3rd season that Knackers has been running. But if you think about it, it is true because now he's in the history books as the first Knackers driver, a foreign Knackers driver, Knackers driver from a foreign country to win a championship. Think about it. Mike Jones in season 1, American. Frosted Derp in season 2, American for the YouTube Cup series. And then Max Sensen in season 1 of the Netflix Lower Series, American. And then Justin Joey in season 1 of the Truck Series, American. But Random Mazepin originates from Mexico, and now he's the first ever foreign driver and was lucky enough to be the first one to do that. Well, folks, I think this is a well-deserved win for the 43. But anyways, this has been Blowover Productions. This was the Netflix Lower Series at Phoenix Raceway. I think Random Mazepin just blew his engine because he is no longer driving. But with that being said, I love you guys, and I'll see you at the next Netflix Lower Series race in Season 3 of the Lower Series. Congratulations to Random Mazepin.